So here Vishwanath Chakravarti explained very clearly that for 1 month these Vrajakumaris, they did the Katyayani vrata, and the last day they called designated the Gopis. And then they were playing in the water with the other Gopis. So Yogeshwara Bhagavan Shri Krishna, so Krishna took also his friends, some friends, and he came there. So Krishna came with his friends. What was the age of the friends of Krishna? So the Gautamiya Tantra explains that Krishna, at that moment, he was with his friends. Which friends? Priya Narma sakhas. Not with all kinds of friends. Krishna didn't take all the friends. So there's Sakanita, Sakapran, Sakapran, Prishta, etc. Friends of Krishna, different kinds of friends. So these friends, they were 2-year-old, some 3 years old. And Krishna was 6 years old. So here, our Jiva Goswami is describing that so when the Krishna's pastimes are described, also the age of Krishna is also described. So when Krishna stole the clothes of the Gopis, Krishna was 6 years old. And when Krishna lifted Giriraj, how old was Krishna at that time? 7 years old. And when Krishna did the Ras, so how old is Krishna at that moment? 8 years old. So 6, 7, and 8 were the ages of Krishna. And Krishna stayed in Vraja for how long? 10 years, 8 months. So we should know this. So in this context, what was the age of the Vraja Gopis? So Gopis were younger than Krishna. So not even 6 years old they were, because Krishna was 6. So the Gopis, they were younger than him. So they had less than 6 years old. So because the sakhas, they were very young, they didn't have any, not even kambhav in their hearts. So they had, even in their bellies, they had, they put some thread on the belly of the kids. And they put the bhag knock. You know, bhag knock is some kind of wrist thing. Not wrist. Okay, bhag knock. Also, they put some iron rods, bhag knock, something like a tiger claw, something small, like just I sing this in Bengal. So when I came to the temple, I used to have this belly on this thread on my belly. Even I was 15 or 20 years old, I still had on my waist that thread. In Bengali they call gumsika. Do you understand Bengali? So in Bengal, gumsi bole. It's a red thread. So I had also this on my belly, my waist. But when I came to the temple, and they put also some piece of iron or something, some also dama is I think copper coin or something. They bind these things on our belly. So I had this when I came to the temple. I still had, but after it like broke or like torn, then it was torn, and I didn't put again a new one. So the sakhas, they had these also on their belly. So they had small. They had little bit bells on these also threads on their belly. So then when they're walking, it was making some noise also, ching ching ching, like a bell, small bells. So they were so young, they didn't even know if they were boys or girls. Sorry, boy or girl. So sometimes they were naked, sometimes with clothes. Like small kids, small. Sometimes they even put this like the shorts, like I mean not short, but the lower clothes on the upper part of the body and opposite. So the gopis also, they had this, the girls, they also had this red thread on their bellies or waist, and with some pieces also of iron, or also maybe like copper coin or something, so that no kind of apadevata, like bad entity or like some bad entity might disturb them. So they put like this for protection. So the small girls, they were taking bath. In their hearts, in their minds, they didn't have any kind of kamavasana, desire of lust desire, not even a bit. So Shastra explains, kumara means what? Ku means kutsit, mar means kutsit, I don't know. Mar, kamdev. Sorry, I don't know kutsik, what's the meaning? Means they are neglected by kamadeva. So kumara means they are neglected by kamadeva, means the cupid is lust, or kamadev is not looking at them. So when this lusty desires will come to our heart? When the girl becomes youthful, like youth age, in the youthful age, young age. So when becomes young, so then the mind becomes full of a vikara, like transformations or feelings. But when the girl is young, doesn't have this kind of desires and these material thoughts, these romantic desires, especially this mood of boy and like a man and woman, this kind of union, it not comes in the mind of girls, like young girls. So Vishwanath Chakravarti says that these small girls, although they were taking bath naked, they didn't have in their hearts not even a bit of lusty desires. So in the book Kram Deepika, Srila Jiva Goswami Pad also, he also describes that he told, all these boys and girls, they were speaking with broken language. Broken language, like kids' language, like broken language. So their hearts, they was spotless, pure, because a boy's hearts, like kids' hearts, they don't have duplicity and hypocrisy. Actually, we teach the kids to be duplicitous. Gurudev used to tell one story about it. So one person took loan from another person, like took some money, borrowed money, and then after 4 months, but he didn't pay this money back. He didn't give the money back. He didn't pay his debt. So the man who wanted his money back, he knocks the door of the other man who was owing his money, him money. So, but the man knew, oh, who is knocking on the door is the man that wants his money back, but I will not pay. So the father told his son, look, go on the door and tell that your father is not in the house. But the son of this man, he's so simple, and he opened the door and told to this man, look, my father told me to tell you that he's not in the house. Look. I mean, the kids, they are so simple. They don't even know what is the meaning of what that thing. So, the small girls and boys, what to speak of having lusty desire? They don't even have duplicity and hypocrisy in their hearts. When we learn to be actually our parents teach us how to be duplicity and hypocrisy, how to have. So actually, our parents teach us how to be duplicitous and hypocrites. So who teaches us how to have like evil minds and how to be like, by listening or seeing, we learn how to actually. The parents and the superiors, they don't even teach us like by their speech, but just by their actions they teach us, isn't it? So we learn how to, like for example, you see them lying, then you learn how to lie by seeing them lie, for example. It's not necessary that your parents will just like teach you this lesson, but you know, the kids, they see the behavior of the parents. Oh, how my parents behave, you know, how do they speak, are they lying or what they're doing, you know. So the kids are seeing this. So Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada gave a beautiful example about it. So husband and wife, they had one kid, like 5-year-old boy they had. And so they had also the parents in the house, like the grandfather and grandmother. But they used to keep the grandmother and grandfather in the basement. And the man, like I mean the father of this kid, used to give one kind of like a, I don't know, one metal pot and put all the food to his father in that. So this boy, he was seeing how his father used to treat his grandfather, you know. So how my father is putting. So this boy had 5 years old, and he was looking at the behavior of his parents, how they were treating his grandfather and grandmother. Oh, how my father is treating my grandfather. The boy was seeing, you know. So after some days, his grandfather and grandmother, they left their body. So they were cleaning the house. So they were cleaning the house. So like throwing away what was not needed anymore, like their things. Oh, very nice, because now we have the lower room, like the basement room, free, and now we can rent this place. So our parents were living in this basement room, so we could not rent it and make any money out of it. But now they are gone, they died, so we can just rent this place. So let's clean this house. Let's, you know, declutter, and clean. So although things were not necessary anymore, they started throwing away and everything. So this boy, 5-year-old boy, the kid of the house, so he saw this very old kind of like a stone pot, like a pot made of stone. And he took this and kept. I said, Papa, Mama, I'll keep this. Why? Why you want this? Then he said, well, when you become old, I'll keep you in this room, and I will also give you food in this pot. Like a plate. Did you understand, Jagadish Prabhu? So all this tradition is going on, like we learn from the tradition in your family. So this very old and bad, old pot of stone, made of stone. So I'll use this for you also, the boy told. So Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada told the story, not me. So when we see, oh, what our superiors, our mother and father, what do? Who is lying? Do they lie? So they don't teach us. We just look at them and we learn. How do they lie? When they lie? How do they behave? Etc. So what I want to say is that these young boys and girls, very small, like kids. So they were not even 6 years old. So they didn't have any kind of lust desires in their heart, and also they didn't have not even any material mood of a man and woman. No. So they were just so natural and taking bath in the waters of the Jamuna. And Krishna also, he was also 6 years old, and his Priya Narmasakas also came with him. So which Priya Narmasakas came with Krishna? So 4 names are quoted here, are indicated. Dam, Sudam, Vasudam, and Kinkini. So there's 4 friends Krishna brought with him and came to the banks of the Jamuna. And then at that moment, the Gopis, they were naked, bathing in the Jamuna and playing. They were like throwing water on each other, like playing. Just like the girls, when they're together, naturally they become so agitated and like doing so many things, enthusiastic. So they did not realize that Krishna had taken their clothes and put on the tree, and also Krishna was climbing on the tree. So their clothes were so colored, like so many colors, like red and all many colors. So Krishna bound or like hanged their clothes on the tree, and then Krishna sat also on the tree. And actually, Krishna made one kind of a swing with their clothes on the tree, like a hammock, and then Krishna was sitting on this, hanging from the tree. And then Vishwanath Chakravarti Pad also explains here that and then some girls, they were like joking, and then suddenly they just they looked at the banks of the Jamuna, sorry. So when they looked up upon the banks of the Jamuna, they saw, oh, our clothes are not anymore. Where are our clothes gone? Where have our clothes, like, where is our clothes? Who would take our clothes here? This is a solitary place. No one is here. Nobody also would come to the Jamuna at this time, like so early in the morning. Oh yeah, our clothes must be there. You're not seeing properly because the sun is not rising. Like the sun is not up yet, so maybe you're not able to see properly, like because no lights. So no, wait. When the sun rays come, then we'll see our clothes are there. Because who would have taken our clothes? It's impossible. So they were saying to each other like this, and then suddenly they looked up, and they saw that all their clothes were hanging on the tree. And one Saki told, "Oh my Saki, look! Oh my, all our clothes. They're not on the floor. Oh, sorry, on the ground where we've put them. They're all hanging on the tree. Who took our clothes to like up in the tree? Like who put our clothes there?" Then all the Sakis, they were thinking what to do. And then they saw that Krishna was sitting also there. And Krishna was like swinging, like a swing, like a julan, like a swing, on their clothes, like a hammock. And then all the Sakis, they became so distressed, like what to do? Oh my. And then they thought, oh, Krishna is so naughty. So first, how to behave with Krishna. If you need to get something from someone, Shastra explains that you must try to do it in 4 ways. So suppose you need to do something, or you need someone to do something for you. First you try sam, dam, then danda, then bheda. So 4 kinds of politics or ways of behaving with someone to get for him to do what you want. So first, sam, you speak sweet words to this person so that the person do what you want. But if this is not with sweet words, the person doesn't give in, then you do dumb. You offer money, for example, or you offer some benefit. If the person does that for you, do that for you, then darned. Third way, you offer, like you threaten to punish him or something. Then fourth way, bhed, means like you go to that person that this person love, and then you do some politics, so that this person love quarrels with that another one that you want him to do something for you. So Shastra explains sam, dam, danda, bhed. So sweet words, offering some benefits, chastising, and then and then the fourth, bed, you go to the person that this person love, and you speak wrong things and opposite things, make up stories, and like some gossiping, like nonsense, and then you make them quarrel to each other, and then you take benefit in their division, or then them being apart. Like in English they say divide and conquer, like divide and rule, this one kind of politics is. So the English people, the British, that's why they did what they did with India was this. How the British people, they were able, the British, how they were, their kingdom is so small. England is such a small country, and they were able to control all the earth. The England. So the England's kingdom, the United Kingdom, their kingdom, the sun would never even set, because they had so many colonies and so many places in all over the world. How they got all these things, these colonies and everything? Because of this policy, divide and rule. So they had this thing, and that's why they were so victorious in conquering many nations. So okay, so first the gopis, with sweet words, they tried to tell Krishna, hey Krishna, look, you're a brahmachari. You should not even touch the clothes of a woman. So Shastra explained that the brahmachari, what to speak of touching the body of a woman, the brahmachari should not even touch the clothes of a woman. The clothes. Shastra explains, yes. So if some lady puts some cloth like hanging, the brahmachari sannyasi should not touch this cloth. Understand? The garments of a lady. Shastra explains. So they told, you are a brahmachari. So everybody knows the glory of your parents. You are a brahmachari. So, it's not proper for you to touch our garments. Hey Krishna, please give us back our garments. So with these beautiful sweet words, first they tried to convince him with these sweet words, okay? This is called madhur vachan, like sweet words, flattering words. Do you know what is flattering words? Something which is not true, but you like you glorify that person, you try to like to flatter the person. Like something is not true, but you just, like, for example, I give an example, Gurudev gave an example. So a crow got one piece of kind of cheese, and he was sitting on a branch of a tree. And then one chacal came and saw, the chacal was on the ground, and he saw that the crow was having this piece of paneer, like cheese, on its mouth. And the chacal was thinking, how can I get this piece of cheese from the mouth of the crow? So the chacal, with sweet words, he was saying, oh, crow, for so many days I haven't seen you. For so long time I have not seen you. Already long time I haven't seen you, for such a long time. You're my great friend, my good friend. So today I got the opportunity to meet you. So I came here and I saw you. I'm so fortunate because I see you today. And the color of your body is so beautiful. means you're blackish, but your body is so effulgent, like it's glowing. You know, your body is glowing. It's like a divine glow, divine effulgency coming from your body. So even like the black